Hey, Suit, just shut up and gut, man.
How is it now having a changed life where you staying faithful versus before, like running around being in the streets? And you like your background, getting money, you was in the music industry, had businesses and all that. So how hard was it for you to change over to be like a faithful man with the relationship you're in now?
I think I changed before I actually got in the relationship. I think.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, I'm gonna say I matured, and prior to and then being in the relationship that I'm in now, is the person that she is. It makes it easy, kind of like, you know what I mean. It's not hard for me to be faithful because I don't have any trust issues or anything. I'm not the person that I was, and I just feel like the right person can make you do the right thing, if that makes sense.
I agree with that too.
So
and the main thing that I say too, with it kind of myself, because I was very immature, I was very insecure, and I was very selfish. Because I know I found myself doing things at times just to impress my friends.
Right.
Because I kind of feel like, I hate to say it, in our community with your friendship group, sometimes they think that it's a decent thing that you getting a lot of women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that you being promiscuous and all that. And I kind of was playing right into that so people could think I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
And
What
you
and also, like, the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from the streets, a lot of guys from the street, that's, your ego is so, what I mean, if you get into a couple of hours, a lot of guys, that's just, that's part of, I'm supposed to do this. So, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that it's right, but also women would make it easy. You know what I mean? And then, that just is pumping your ego up. So in your mind, like, man, I ain't got to be with one person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Especially when you got the means to, I don't want to call it tricking, but you is kind of tricking in a way because you're looking out for home, looking out for the shorties in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You got money, you getting money, so when you got money at your disposal, it makes it that much easier too.
It makes it a whole lot easier. But again, what you said and being immature and selfish, because if you think about it, I mean, it may be a relationship that you have been in that you might say to yourself right now, damn, I wish I wouldn't have messed that up.
Mm-hmm.
Being the person that I was.
Yeah.
So now, as you gotten older, me too, you get into a relationship and you say, yo, this is a good person. I ain't gonna mess this up. At the end of the day, when we was out there running the streets and stuff, what it was for that night.
Yeah, most times.
You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing that was gonna be a long period of time. It was just for that night.
Yeah, that's true too.
I mean, I can tell you, that was my goal. I would wake up in the morning and be like, yo, I'm gonna get me some money in a joint.
Uh-huh.
That was how my day, I wanted it to go. Give me a couple of dollars, and I'm gonna call one of these girls, I'm gonna see what we're gonna do. And I'm not saying that to be, I don't want to say disrespectful to a woman, but at the end of the day, that's what it was.
Now, that's another thing I want to pivot into. What kind of relationship did you have with your dad, and was your dad in the streets?
So,
as far as with women,
my dad I had a relationship with him, but he was definitely a ladies' man. Gotcha. Now, what I will say is, he respected my mother, but he was a ladies' man.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And
do you feel there was a different path from him that it might have changed your decisions? Because I really don't know, because my grandfather used to run around, my pop used to run around, and it just seemed like as long as you was paying the bills, it was okay to me.
I ain't gonna say it was. I think my actions was all on the lifestyle that I lived. I don't think that because my dad was that way. Because my dad wasn't at home with me. He, you know what I mean? I lived with my mom. Okay. So what I saw was a mother raising 3 kids. I didn't see. I just knew that.
Gotcha.
Right. It wasn't like it was in my mom's face or anything. But when I would be around my dad, I knew women were attracted to him. He had women at his beck and call. So, I did see that, but.
And I kind of like we idolize that to a certain degree.
You do.
Yeah.
I mean, the average young man idolizes his father. I don't,
Mm-hmm.
you know, whether he's a good person, bad person, or whatever. As a young man, we idolize our fathers.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when you get of age to know the difference of, you know, right and wrong, what's exciting, what's not exciting. If your dad is somebody who's walk into a room and everybody speaks to him, and you know what I mean, you idolize that. You like, oh, I want to be like my dad.
Yeah, and I definitely could say I picked that up from my pop too, like far as being charismatic, loud in the room, like you know what I'm saying. I picked up all that stuff from my pop too. Yeah. And then it even trickled down to poor decisions too. I started to notice as I'm getting older, I'm moving just like boy, you know, with certain things. And I started seeing the change in him as he got older, and I'm starting to see the change in myself as I got older. Like once you get older, I don't know when you get too old for it, or like you said, just the maturity part. But I definitely think that the person that I am now wouldn't have made none of the decisions that I made when I was young. Yeah, I definitely did.
So do you think your wife has a lot to do with the person that you are now?
I'm gonna say yes because I think I have a lot more peace, but on the same token, I think by me making different choices, I create my own peace also.
Okay,
I'll say that too. I can't put everything on my first failed marriage because if I was moving different, maybe she might have been moving different too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
and at the end of the day, we are in control of how happy we are.
Mm-hmm.
We add pieces to it to make it what we want it to be. So yeah, you can't. Yeah. But I'm definitely. I'm a completely like.
Yeah, rehabilitated.
I'm completely to like.
Yeah.
I owe my ex apologies. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it made me who I am now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I can say I'm proud of the person I am.
And I'm not going front. And I'm gonna close it out with this. My friendship group is different now too. So I feel like that makes me make better choices because when we talking, you like, Sue, I want to go on vacation with my lady. It's like the guy trips in and acting crazy. You know what I mean? Wherever you go and go, it's not as important anymore when you hanging around friends because like now we more inclined to do stuff with our wives. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
like a good night
too.
for me is us getting something to eat, going home watching TV.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, but you never tell me that you all hanging out late or doing nothing crazy with the guys no more.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Besides, I don't know if you even still play cards anymore. You still play cards?
Sometimes.
Yeah. So that's about it.
Yeah.
So, yo, just let me know how y'all feeling about this, y'all. And I'm going to get y'all opinions in the comments.